Okay, so we're back to this MCI 9. This was a cool picture that we got of the thunderstorm coming in behind it. This one, if you remember, it had the really bad kingpins on it when we took it for the test drive. It was all over the road. It had the horrible wheel bearing noise. As you'll hear here in a second, I'll play a clip of spinning the wheel bearing. But these kingpins were just trash. So we've gone in and replaced this. We've done all new airbags, everything.
Ready?
Yep. Yeah, those that was a terrible, terrible noise on the wheel bearings. If you remember too, all this metal that came out of the rear end, we're very concerned about it. There's so much metal. We flushed it. This was how much you can see the metal particles in here. That's just everywhere. But we couldn't hear any rear end noise because of the extreme loud noise of the wheel bearings in the front. So we're gonna clean it out, put it back together. We're separating the hubs from the rear end, so the oil from the rear end can't get back into the new hubs. We got new caps on there with new fluid, new bearings, races, all new airbags going on. This side has the block-off plates because we had the problem with the old block-off plates weren't sealing. They were a different style. So let's get into it here and see what we can do. It's leaking out of the exhaust on the leveling valve there. It never stops. The tag axle regulator is leaking back there too. We can try and snug up those little bolts. Sometimes that'll help. There's a big pile of bubbles there and a couple over on that far side there. Try that's not tag axle. That is the regulator that does the air pressure for the parking brake. It says DD3s. When you set the parking brake, it doesn't want you to set it at 120 psi because then you got to have 120 psi to release it. That's what that thing does. So this top airbag plate, it just sits on there and there's like a bead, it seals up against there. But what happened is the bolts had come out of the top, so it wasn't lined up straight, and the airbag like got a memory of being like off center. You can see how the beads like rolled under in there. And it wasn't, once we put the bolts back in, it wasn't sealing the bead in the airbag like the bead on a tire, so it wouldn't inflate. Unless we let it go back to the crooked position, and then it would recede enough to start inflating the airbag. But you can see how that lip's like rolled under there. That's hard rubber. This is like a car tire. So once that happens, you know, it's done. But surprisingly, nothing holds that on except for the gravity of the bus. Basically holds the lid on this thing. This is the top. This is the block-off plate. So the air goes into there, and then it comes in that little hole there, and it seals up on the top. The other one's the same exact way. It's all crooked. As you can see, it's flat on the floor and tweaked at an angle. And then you can see that the bead is like rolled under on it too. On this half of it, it starts right there and goes down under. And you can see how cocked it is. It's sitting at a great, great angle. So we're putting new wheel seals in here, and these are these seal retainers that hold go on the back side of the bearing, and the seal goes into this little ring, and then the seal has a gasket and it bolts on the back of the hub. Is there a gasket on there, or is it just Permatex?
I think it's both. Yeah, that's good.
So this plate blocks off the axle oil from being able to get into the wheel bearing grease. Getting this old airbag off of here. It's in very bad shape. We had to bust this airbag off from the bottom. The nut on the bottom was so rusty and you couldn't get an air hammer on it and it was stripped, so we just broke it off from the bottom with the air chisel. That looks much better. Now we just got to get it inflated. Okay, we got this one ready to go for a test drive. All new airbags, kingpins, wheel bearings. Boy, it was a rough ride last time. We'll see how it goes today. All right, I went to open the battery door on this and the battery door fell off. Somebody had it hanging on with like household hinges, like a gate hinge. The rubber apparently broke a long time ago, so we're gonna go ahead. I got a roll of the brand new rubber there. So we're gonna get these out. These old broken rubber hinges, we're gonna pull them out of the slots there. And fix it the right way. Somebody drilled holes through the bus to put a gate hinge on it. There's the rubber in there. All right, you can shut the high idle off. Okay, let's go for a test drive.
I'm whipping.
Everything should be quieter on the front end. The wheel bearings.
Very quiet, yes sir.
The steering should be really nice.
Yes sir.
I'm gonna give it a little brake check here just to make sure they're working good. Push hard. Like wait till you like, get it moving and then push hard. There you go. Now push pretty hard. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's that's how it should be. You know, send me through the windshield.
No, no, no. Oh, the steering feels way better.
Yeah, I don't hear the wheel bearing anymore.
We only hear gravel right now.
Forgot to clean your windshield again.
What's wrong with this bus here?
Everything.
Everything, okay.
That bus got flooded out in Hurricane Katrina, and it was a total loss. But
Okay.
somebody put a few $100,000 into it, and it's got a new engine, transmission, but it's never been back on the road since. So it's just computer problems, electrical problems.
How long has it been there now?
Well, we're not working on it. It's just here for storage.
Okay.
I tried to buy it.
He said no.
He said no.
Okay. You got plans.
He does. Power steering's still a little bit whiny. You're clear this way. Looks good. You just got to get all the air bubbles out of the system.
Okay.
You know how quiet it is up here?
Very quiet.
How's it feel, Ricky?
Great. How it sound back there?
Good.
Okay. For the fallen soldiers. 9/11.
Yeah, and the firefighters and all the police officers.
Yes.
How fast are we going?
40.
Go a little bit faster. Okay, you want to slow down now?
Okay.
Get into the speed trap here at town.
And they be looking, itching to get you.
Yeah. That was rude.
Very. A lot of people get their license from Walmart.
Does the steering feel good to you?
Yeah, it feel okay. But like I say, when I have it straight, when I have to adjust the steering wheel, it could be
Straight?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can make that adjustment.
okay. Other than that, terrific. Feel like I'm getting training for my CDL again. It's handling great, Scott. This ain't like it was when I came back from California.
So we'll just go around the courthouse square like we did last time. Did you put that up there, or was that there when you bought it?
I put it there.
Yeah, I don't hear any loud noise from that rear end, so I'm gonna say you got at least 20,000 miles before you're gonna. But we'll.
But we have to do an overhaul.
Yeah, let's. We'll look at it again in a couple thousand miles just to drain the fluid and change it again. Keep an eye on it, but I think you can pass that one down the road for a while.
Sorry for my hate.
Yeah.
It all worked out. And from your expertise again, you would say this is a pretty solid book.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Duck River, here goes the hump. Nice river.
The steering feels responsive though, right? When you go left, it goes.
Very much. I'm
Yeah.
talking about it's almost like it's 1982 in there. Terrific. I can hold it in the road. It's just night and day. Defeated camp.
There's been a lot of work over the last 2 weeks, Ricky.
And it's paying off too. I mean, this handling like a. That's what I remember, man, how they were handling when I was at Greyhound. Feel like it's 1982 up in here.
You're certainly not afraid to drive this road like a NASCAR driver right now.
Oh, I'm sorry, Scott. I'm just slow, man. I'm just excited.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry.
You wouldn't have drove it here like that.
No, I couldn't. She even has. No, I couldn't have done all that, man. This is it's night and day.
Yeah, I can hear the engine today. And the other day I couldn't hear the engine because of the wheel bearing noise.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
So we're gonna park this at the top of the hill,
Okay.
kind of by where Lance's bus up there is at. But so like when you get to the top of the hill, just go straight.
Straight.
Don't turn onto the gravel. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. But stay to the right hand side of that little grassy area.
Let's keep straight.
Yeah.
Making it up the hill with no problem.
So a little bit off to the side there, but in that grass. Right there. Yep.
Straight.
Yep. That'll be perfect. And then cut it back to the left a little bit now. Just a little bit more, a little bit more. And I think you're pretty good. Straighten your wheel out just a little now so that we're, that should do it, Ricky. Hit your parking brake on.
Wow.
Yeah, you don't need to put the high idle on if you don't have the air going or anything. There's no reason to have that on. Just let it idle for about 30 seconds or so, just because we just climbed the big hard hill.
Okay.
And then shut her down. You want to, with a turbo, you always want to let it idle for about 60 seconds or so before you shut it down.
Wow. That was a good ride. Scott, while I got it running, can you check something right quick? Can
Sure.
you see if my backup lights work?
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
Go back to neutral? Yeah, I don't think so. This was really cool. This video is sped up, I don't know, like 4 times or something like that. But we had this really cool thunderstorm come in real early in the morning. So the sun is getting ready to rise behind the camera here. So it's kind of illuminating the front and the underside of this thunderstorm. But these are called shelf clouds that came in where it looks so beautiful. And then behind the shelf clouds is this really angry thunderstorm that came in. But it's just weird that with the sun rising behind you, it's getting illuminated from underneath. You normally don't see this kind of a view of a thunderstorm. It would normally just be like pitch black dark. So this was just really cool. But it was a pretty vicious storm that came through. Big high winds and lots of lightning and stuff too. But I just thought it was beautiful. The way that those shelf clouds looked and everything, the colors of them coming in, and then this just dark, angry storm behind it or underneath of it. I just thought it was really cool. You might like to see it. Again, it's sped up, so it's going fast. I think it's 4 times what I have it at. So it was just neat to see the movement, and you can see how angry everything is here. I thought it was fun. Okay, well, the test drive went great. We got a few things to work on the punch list. One thing, after all that front end work, the steering wheel is not straight, so we're going to straighten. When you're going straight down the road, we want the steering wheel to be straight, so we're going to adjust that. There's a couple of issues with some electrical stuff. The backup lights appear to not be working. He just put new lights in there. They were working before he did that. Those are LED, and the sun was hitting it, so it's hard to tell, but I don't think they were working, so we're going to check that out. There's a problem with the marker lights are always on, so and even with the switch off, they're always on, as long as the batteries are on. So we got to figure out what's going on with the electrical issue with that. But just a few other little minor things that we got. We're going to put new headlights in it. There's just a few other things, minor things on the punch list, so that's really, really good.